All right, it is 6:30 according to my time, so we will call the meeting to order, please, with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. Roll call, Mr. Lundberg.
Ullum.
Yes.
Odie. Klumper. Yes. Saxer.
Yes.
Talcott.
Yes.
All right, with that, I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Second. There's been a first and a second. Roll call vote, Mr. Lundberg.
Odie. Yes. Saxer.
Yes.
Klumper. Yes. Talcott. Ullum.
Yes. All right, no conflict of interest disclosure or waiver requests this evening, so that takes us to community input, and there is none of that either. So we will go to, under general business, administration reports. For the superintendent's report, Superintendent Larson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just a couple of items to quickly update the board on. We have finalized our 2019 fall state aid enrollment number. That number is 4,427.13, so that's 177 additional students from our 2018 state aid enrollment number. Would note our growth projection was 175 students, so Business Manager Lundberg pretty well hit that one out of the park, right on the dot. So well done, sir. Keep up the great work. ASBSD region meeting. Member Talcott and I attended that meeting in Harrisburg. We're able to meet with Dr. Pogany of Associated School Boards and fellow school board representatives from across the state to discuss the upcoming legislative session. Would note Member Saxer, who chairs our City Affairs and Legislation Committee, will be heading to Pierre Friday, November 15th for the Delegate Assembly. That's a process where a representative from all school boards that are members of ASBSD go out and ultimately vote on standing positions, resolutions for the upcoming legislative session. We're in the process of developing our 2021 academic calendar. I will have an administrative council meeting this Friday. In addition, I'll be meeting with the teacher liaison committee this Friday. That'll be a point of that meeting and that conversation. Tentative adoption timeline, January 13th will be the initial presentation to the board, with Monday, January 27th being potential action from the Board of Education on approving the 2021 calendar. Construction timeline, want to make certain we keep this top of mind. We're in the process of construction planning. We will be going out and advertising here in the end of January with a bid opening in early February. Construction will begin in the spring of 20. We will commence an elementary boundary line committee in the fall of 20. Just discuss how that new building works with our current boundary lines, etc. We have a tentative plan on that. We certainly want to involve our parents and our PTA reps in that process. Construction the entire 2021 school year, and Sparta Elementary School will open in the fall of 21. A couple items to note. No school on November 11th. Observation of Veterans Day. Wednesday, November 27th through Friday, November 29th. No school for Thanksgiving break. I know it's crazy to think about, but the winter break begins Friday, December 20th with the 2-hour early dismissal. We're then out until Thursday, January 2020. I would note, special note, please mark in your calendars, our next Board of Education meeting will be held on Tuesday, November 12th at 6:30 p.m. here in the community room. That meeting date was approved at our annual meeting. So those are just a couple of items I wanted to update you on. I also have the science performance information for you. 5th grade science. You can see the comparison state to their district to state, 69%. Brennan Valley 5th grade students proficient or advanced in comparison to the state at 42.1. In the area of 8th grade science, again, you can see Brennan Valley proficient and advanced at 53%, state of South Dakota 41.2. And then our 11th grade science assessment data shows Brennan Valley at 49%, and the state of South Dakota at 36.38. And then the last item that I would draw your attention to is the ACT data that was recently released here not too awful long ago. I would also note that this was included within the Soups On column within our local newspapers this week, or submitted for this publication. As you can see, the Brandon Valley School District 2019 graduates performed well above the national average and also above the state average. It's all outlined there for you to note. Composite score, Brandon Valley in 2019, 23.3, in comparison to the state of South Dakota, 21.6, and the national average of 20.7. So again, all very positive news. I would certainly entertain any questions you have regarding the science assessment data, the ACT data, or any of the other items referenced previously. Good? Questions?
Pretty quiet group tonight, so thank you very much, Superintendent Larson.
Fair enough. The other item I would note is included within your administrative reports for your review are the school improvement plans that have been submitted by our building level principals. Greatly appreciate their time and leadership in addition to our teaching staff's time and work on the school improvement plans. It's an annual process. When you receive the State of the Schools address and we talk about the continuous process for growth, we talk about student learning and how we utilize data to drive decisions. This is a very key component of the data-driven decision-making process that we utilize. There's always room for improvement, but overall our schools do an excellent job of leveraging our past assessment data and then the current usable data that they have with our various platforms to drive student growth. So those items are there for your review. I would certainly entertain any questions that you have on the school improvement plans at this point in time.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Larson. Board policy, there is none tonight, so that takes us to our general business items, number 1 through 6. I would entertain a motion to approve those as presented, please.
So moved.
Second.
There's been a first and a second. Roll call vote, Mr.
Klumper.
Yes.
Saxer.
Yes.
Bodie. Talcott.
Yes.
Holland.
Yes. Thank you very much. Next, we have 2 personnel items under consent approval. I would entertain a motion to approve those as presented, please.
So moved?
Second.
There's been a first and a second. Roll call vote, Mr. Lundberg?
Saxer.
Yes.
Bodie.
Yep.
Talcott.
Yes.
Klumper.
Yes.
Holland.
Yes. Motion passes. Thank you. Information only there for you to read. Communications, if there are any, will be in that section. And then that takes us to board reports. Does anyone have a formal board report that they would like to share to us?
The safety committee met on Friday. There is an attachment in the minutes that is the agenda that we covered. Mark Schleckaway currently is the administrative lead on that particular committee, and I serve as the board member on that particular committee. Covering everything from the beginning of the year, safety drills, emergency manual updates, all of that. Good to know that Mark and Ty Henschel and Dr. Larson went to the Sioux Falls reunification sample and got some ideas from that and learned something from that. We're thankful that Sioux Falls would allow us or invite us to come to that particular event. Good for us. I know that Dr. Larson's going to send out a public service announcement with a variety of different information that was discussed at our meeting. Terry, do you have anything you want to share with that?
I would just note that the District Safety Committee talked a little bit about leveraging the school district's ability to communicate to our parents in a mass quantity way and try and highlight some items that we think are really important or really key for student safety on a daily basis. Everything from pedestrian safety to bicycle safety to school zone safety to safe gun storage to school bus ridership safety, just a variety of things, distracted driving, et cetera. That came out of the district safety committee. That's all I have, Dr. Telcott.
Yeah, I don't have anything else either.
Thank you. Anyone else have a formal board report tonight? If not, there is one travel report there for your review.
Madam Chair, I forgot to note, Dr. Telcott will be serving in a long-term substitute principalship role in St. Michael Albertville High School in St. Michaelsville, Minnesota. So we may be having an individual on the conference call or on the phone line for some upcoming meetings. So wish him the very best in his role there with St. Michael Albertville High School. So yeah, best of luck, and we look forward to working with him via phone conference here for the foreseeable future.
As long as I don't spend too much money at the Albertville Mall.
Thank you. With that, it looks like it takes us to the end of our scheduled agenda. I would entertain a motion to adjourn, please.
Before I do it, can I brag on my department for just a second?
Yes, please.
There were 4 state championships Saturday, and there was only one high school in South Dakota that had all 4 of its teams on the award stands. That was Brandon Valley. Congratulations.
Very nice. Thank you. Very nice. Where was I?
You were going to ask for a motion to adjourn.
Oh, yeah. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
There's been a first and a second. Roll call vote, Mr. Lundberg.
Saxer.
Yes.
Odie.
Yes.
Klumper.
Yes.
Telcott.
Yes.
Mahoney.
Yes. Motion passes. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.